All right, let's dive into something a little different today. Virtual machines.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Sounds kind of niche, right? But trust me on this one. Today's deep dive is way more relatable than you might think.
Oh, is that right?
It is. We're checking out this blog post by Dale Hassinger. He's deep in the weeds with VMware. And the problem he's tackling, well, it's something we've all faced.
Okay, you've piqued my interest. Lay it on me.
So picture this. You're setting up a brand new virtual machine, like a computer within your computer, right? You've got two options. Preset configurations, like those small, medium, large sizes when you're online shopping, or R.
Boom.
You can manually input every single detail, CPU, think of that as the brain, memory for multitasking, the whole shebang.
So it's like choosing between buying clothes off the rack or going for a full-on bespoke suit.
You've got it. Preset, super easy, might not be a perfect fit, fully custom, total control, but wow, can be overwhelming.
I can see the dilemma already. So where does Dale come in?
Dale, being Dale, wants it all. And get this, he even quotes Larry Page. Always deliver more than expected.
Even tech gurus love your inspiration, huh?
Apparently so. But here's the thing, that quote, it's not just there for show. It gets to the heart of what Dale's trying to solve.
Yeah.
How do you make a system that's both user-friendly and incredibly flexible?
Now that's a challenge worth tackling.
And that's where, get this, flavors come in.
Flavors? Hold on. We are talking about virtual machines, right? Not deciding on a milkshake.
I know, right? Told you, the guy's got a sense of humor. But instead of just your small, medium, large, he's created these flavors as shortcuts.
Shortcuts to what exactly?
Think of it like choosing a laptop online. They give you a few pre-designed options based on what most people need. Way less overwhelming than building your own from scratch.
Okay, I'm starting to see the elegance here. So it's like combining the convenience of presets, but with some level of like customization built in.
Exactly, and he keeps it simple. Small, medium, large covers most scenarios. But there's an other option, for when you need something truly unique.
Ah, the other option. The escape hatch for us control freaks. Love it. But I'm guessing making all of this work behind the scenes, that takes a bit more than just naming conventions, yeah?
You're telling me. Dale uses something called YAML.
YAML?
Yeah, it's a type of code.
Ah, here comes the techie bit.
Don't worry. You don't need to be a coding whiz to appreciate this. Think of YAML like a recipe.
Okay, I can work with that analogy.
Right. Even if you don't speak the language fluently, you can still follow the steps. And Dale's flavors, those are like pre-mixed spice blends. Elevate your cooking, no culinary degree needed.
Okay, I'm liking this flavor system more and more. So what's the catch? There's got to be a catch, right?
Well, just like your computer at home has limits, there are flavor mappings in the virtual world. Basically, they define the maximum resources a virtual machine can use.
So even with all the customization, you can't just create a virtual machine with, like, infinite power.
Afraid not. Even in the virtual world, there are boundaries.
I guess that makes sense. Reality has a way of catching up, huh?
It's like you can't just keep adding more RAM to your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Like, at some point, there's a limit.
Exactly. And hitting those limits in a virtual environment, it can be a real headache if you're not prepared for it.
Yeah, Dale actually mentions running into those limits himself. Like, he pushed those flavors too far.
Well, that's how we learn, right?
Yeah.
Pushing the boundaries. But I have to ask,
Shoot.
this whole flavors thing, it's clever, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty niche, right? Like, we talking just virtual machines here.
Right.
What's the takeaway for the rest of us?
That's what I love about this deep dive. Because on the surface, yeah, virtual machines, YAML code, pretty specific stuff.
Pretty specific indeed.
But when you really break it down, what Dale's done by creating these flavors,
Yeah.
it's applicable everywhere. It's about, streamlining choices.
Okay, I see that. Making the common stuff easy, but keeping the option for, the other there.
Exactly. Think about, ordering a coffee. You got your small, medium, large, right?
Sure, your standard sizes. Makes sense.
But you can always customize. Extra shot, oat milk, whatever you're into.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going with this. So finding that sweet spot.
Yeah.
Between, like you said, streamlined choices and letting people go off menu when they need to.
Exactly. And it goes way beyond tech, beyond coffee even. It's like choosing a furniture set, pre-designed, easy peasy. But maybe you want a different fabric or finish. You got options.
Or even something as simple as choosing a website template. Start with a basic structure, then customize to your heart's content.
There you go. So what have we learned today? Besides the fact that YAML code is surprisingly like a recipe.
Well, I think it's a good reminder that even in the Even in the weeds of technology, there are these elegant solutions, not just solving problems, but giving us a new way to think about challenges in our own lives.
Absolutely. Big thanks to Dale Hassinger for taking us on this unexpectedly fascinating deep dive into virtual machines. Who knew it could be so relatable, right? And for those of you who want to learn more about Dale's flavor system, or maybe just see what YAML code actually looks like, we've got a link to his blog post in the show notes.
Definitely worth checking out.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep those deep dive requests coming.